Hello, everybody, and welcome to this chat with Jacob Kilroy from DS28. Thanks for joining me, Jacob.
All right, glad to be here.
Yeah, go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody.
Hi, so I'm Jacob. I previously had a background in biochemistry, which I did for my undergrad. Afterwards, I went traveling for a little while and decided I wanted to carry on doing that. So I got myself a job as a travel agent, and it was good until it wasn't. COVID hit, and it was a bit of a
Kind of a
rocky
bad
road.
time for travel
Yeah,
agents.
yeah, it wasn't the greatest. So during that time, I was furloughed for a period, and sort of gave me a chance to reevaluate what I wanted to do. So found an affinity towards data. I was doing various sort of online courses and bits and bobs. So was looking at sort of statistics and stuff, and found that I really enjoyed the visualization aspect of things, which sort of led me down the road to Tableau, and eventually obviously leading down towards applying to the data school. So here I am.
Here you are. Yeah, indeed. Where was the favorite place you traveled to?
I got to go to New Zealand. That was a pretty
wow.
good trip.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was really good.
yeah, I've heard incredible things about New Zealand.
Yeah, and I have been to the States. I've been to Philly.
Okay, to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you go see where the Constitution was written? Constitution
I
Hall?
did. I went to see the Liberty Bell. I went to see
Liberty Bell's overrated.
It is a little bit.
You could just see it from the outside, and that's you don't have to wait in the line.
I didn't need to stand in the queue.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah, I'm headed back there in September, so it'd be nice to see my family again.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Okay, so what have you enjoyed the most about training in the data school?
The variety of training. So before the application, the application is very Tableau heavy. I don't think there was much thought on the data prep side of things. It was, let's just get all these nice looking visuals into my dashboard for the application. But I think maybe what I've enjoyed is we've had both, learning more Tableau skills, but also the Alteryx side of things. So I really enjoy the problem solving aspect of data prep.
What have you found most challenging during your time in training?
The most challenging aspect for me, I think, is probably been some of the earlier client engagements we've had during our week-long client projects. Definitely a new experience, I think, for myself. And scoping some of those projects has definitely been a bit of a challenge. With most weeks, we're only having 2.5 days worth of project time, where the client comes in on the Monday and they say, we want this, this, and this, and they often list more things than we could actually do within.
And we tell them to do that intentionally.
Yes, and I think it's easy for us to look at everything and think we need to do everything.
Right.
So I think we've definitely resolved that towards the end of our training, but earlier on, I think it was definitely a challenge.
What do you have for advice for, let's say, DS29 then, so that they don't fall into the same trap?
I think obviously the first project they'll have is an internal one. I think it's a really good way of understanding what they can do. So I think it's use that first project as maybe the biggest learning experience, right? Know what you can do within that time.
What advice do you have for people that are going to be going through the training to be successful during training?
Definitely use Convo. Despite being told from day one to use Convo, it did take me up till about 2 weeks to make my first question on Convo. So not necessarily Convo itself, but utilize everyone who's around. Everyone's is actually happy to help if they're free. And everyone's been through it, so they know, the struggles and tribulations you'll be going through. So yeah, take advice from the people around you. There's some very smart people here.
Great. And what do you prefer now that you're finished training, Alteryx or Tableau?
I would say I'm leaning Alteryx.
It's a very common answer, by the way.
I could be flipped to the Tableau side of things. Depends how my first placement goes.
A little bribery, yeah. Great. Well, Jacob, thank you very much for your time, and I will see you next Friday.
I'll see you next Friday.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.